Hi people, this is Dr. Doris. I'll just get straight into it. I've been also asked to make a video about I've been asked to make a video about the route through GP pathway, and if you are going to meet AMC2 after you do pesky. If this looks like a topic you're interested in, hop on this video and we'll talk about it. Hello guys, this is Dr. Doris. I am working as a GP in Australia and I am also licensed in Nigeria. I am here to talk about the route to become a GP in Australia. If you think that this is a topic you want to know, stay on this video and we'll dive right into it. Now, a lot of people have been asking me, what is the route to GP? Okay. Now, I need to explain something very important to you, and I think I'm going to try to use a screen projection on this video. Now, if you want to work as a GP in Australia, two things you have to understand is, number one, you need to know that pesky is the rate limiting step to working as a GP in Australia. If you do not have pesky, if you don't pass your pesky, you cannot work as a GP in Australia, except if you have already, say you have done the there's this MRACGP exams that Asians do to come over to Australia as a GP, and they do not need to write any other exam. They just come in straight and finish up their fellowship and become a consultant. That is for those that have been working as a GP in UK, in Asia. They write that exam, okay? So, but aside from that pathway, and that is for people that have worked and done their residency to some extent as a general practitioner. But let's just say that you have a lot of years experience back home and you've not like specifically done any training as a GP, and you want to work in Australia as a GP. You need to have in mind that you need pesky. So if you do your pesky examination and you pass your pesky, then you can start working as a GP. So now APRA would be able to tell you what they want you to do. So APRA can say stay on level 1 supervision for 3 months or 6 months, or they can say stay in level 1 supervision for, APRA can say stay in level 1 supervision for 1 year. It depends on what they think, and that would be based on how many years experience you have working as a medical doctor. That would guide them to say, okay, you have to stay there for this amount of years, or you have to stay there for this amount of years. So after APRA have given you your registration, that is after you pass your pesky and you get your APRA registration, then you have to prepare for your AMC2. Now, I used to say this, like here in Australia, you need AMC1 and English exam to be able to proceed to get a job. So if you get a job, the next thing is, if it's a GP job, you need pesky. If it is a hospital job, you don't need pesky. Okay, now pesky is just for general practitioners, and a lot of people have asked me that if they do pesky, do they still need AMC2? The answer is yes. If you do pesky, you still need to write your AMC2. The reason is because AMC2 would help you when you work for 1 year. You get your general registration. Okay, now another thing to do, if you don't want to do AMC2, a lot of doctors also just go ahead and write PLAB 1 and PLAB 2, get their GMC registration. And if you're already in Australia and you work for 1 year with GMC registration, you automatically get your GenReg. Okay, these are the two ways to get your GenReg if you're already working as a doctor in Australia. Now, if you want to search for GP job, there is something that I need you to know, because a lot of people will just go and be searching for any job. When you're searching for a GP job, listen to me, you don't search for all jobs. You will search for jobs that are in DPA area, distribution priority area. You would see it, because some jobs will be like non-DPA. If you're applying for a non-DPA and you're actually working as a doctor, or you want to come in for the first time to work in Australia, you're not going to get job, because non-DPA means that you cannot even, you can't do your fellowship there, you can't do anything there. Okay, so now you need to look for DPA areas. Okay, another thing that you need to know, if you're searching for a GP job and you've not worked in Australia, be looking for non-VR jobs. Okay, Because a lot of you will see, oh, VR job, 80% billing, or 1 million a year, you'll be searching. They won't give you because you don't have Australian experience. And if you see VR means that you're either registered, it means vocationally registered. So you're either registered through a training pathway as a GP. So either you're registered under RVTS, under RACGP, under ACRAM, under, like, because now you have ACRAM and RACGP. So under ACRAM and RACGP, you can have your AGPT under RACGP, and you can also decide to have your RVTS under RACGP or ACRAM. You can also decide to do your FSP under RACGP or under ACRAM, depending on how you want to do it, okay? Now, if these are the things that you're considering, those are the people that are called the VRs. So if you haven't entered any training program, the job you should be looking for as a GP is a non-VR job, non-VR in a DPA. And I advise it's always better to search for the jobs that are in a remote area, at least in rural. Now, for you to know how rural a place is, there is what we call as modified Monash model. Okay, now modified Monash model, we call it triple M. It helps you to know how remote a place is. If you hear MMM1, it means that the cities like Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane, all those ones are MMM1. If you hear MMM2, that's a little bit regional, but not so much. And you hear MMM3. So the more MMM you go, it stops in MMM7. MMM7 is very remote area. So from MMM1 to MMM7 will help you to know how remote. So the further you go, the more remote it becomes. Okay. So this helps you to know how much how the place is going. So I will make another video to talk about eligibility criteria to go into some specific kind of training program, but that will be later on. I'll make that video, okay? But now, if you're looking for GP job, okay, look for GP job in MMM, at least from MMM3, but you can see such MMM1 and 2, okay? You can do it if you wanna, but I think it's better to do from MMM3 to 7, okay? Also, most importantly, you have to know, you can also email the practices, okay? So when you're actually looking for your job, immediately you submit your CV, your resume, you email the practice, drop them your resume and tell them, oh, okay, that you're interested in this job, stay yourself, explain yourself, your experience level, tell them that, oh, you're happy to work with them, express yourself, you just follow the practice in a very subtle manner and a very diplomatic manner. Sometimes they like it, if the practice manager looks at your resume and feels like she likes what you have to offer, they will definitely give you a job, okay? Just keep on searching. Don't give up, okay? Even if you're getting millions of rejections, like I always tell my friends, don't give up because of rejections. Keep on trying. The reason is because you might be saying that, oh, I'm getting rejections and I'm tired of these rejections and I really, really do not want to keep on trying because I'm getting rejections. Seriously, if you start, like I always say it, you only need one yes, okay? You don't need all the jobs. You just need one that is going to help you to push your career. Once you get that one yes that you need, you will see yourself. You will see yourself going further and further in your career as long as you are happy to learn, You are happy to learn. You will keep on going further and further in your career, okay? So I will make another video to talk about the specific training pathways, and I want to make another video to talk about things never to do when you start working as a GP or as a doctor in Australia, okay? Now, if you're still watching me to this point, thank you so much for being here. I'd love you to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. And for people that have been asking me to do a live video for my followers, I'm gonna do it, okay? I need to organize myself to be able to do it because I have a lot of things at the moment that I'm doing. So once I'm able to take out a lot of things on my table, I'll organize a live stream where I can talk to my subscribers, and if possible, I'll invite another doctor, another of my seniors, so that they can also talk to you guys and answer all the questions you have, okay? So thank you for coming here, my amazing people, on my live stream, on my page, and I will see you next time. Bye.